Alright, hi everybody on Twitter, Facebook and Instagram. We're just waiting for a couple of other platforms. Moment. Waiting. They're almost there. And we're on. Hey everybody, I'm Rob the Builder. I'm also a little bit tardy to the party today, but that's all cool in the game, or at least I assume it is. But hey, what you gonna do? Cha-cha-cha. Now today, we're a bit of work on the Lanc. We're finishing the deckling on the Spitfire. Keen about that. We're doing a little bit of engine work on the Lanc. I actually want to do a bit of wing work first. Actually, that wasn't too much up. There's one in the right spot, and there we go. As I was saying, I also want to do a little bit of wing work on the Lanc. I've had a bit of trouble. Something's not quite the way it should be, and now I'm having to work around. And once we've got all of these things done, we're also going to start doing some painting, which includes a little bit of touch-up work on our Lancaster propellers and some detailing on our standard Tilly. Yeah, these are the things, kids. All right. So, to that end, as always, first up, best dressed. Oh yeah, that's the stuff. Now, flick the light on, bring you into a better viewing posse. Good spot. Now, let there be light, and lo, there is. Now, I'll put these out of the way for the time being. The first thing I actually want to attend to, bit of a wing issue on the Lanc. So I can actually there's a where hopefully new glues work their magic. I had to put a fair bit of work into getting these right, as I didn't that. Thinking. It hasn't right in the position that time. Now while I'm holding that, I might even do one wing at a time. Just one edification. It worked really well for this goes in. Hopefully, and you can see that should be solid. It's supposed to take a few seconds to dry. Need to hold it there for this to have its effect, I reckon. This is our problem spot. Other side. Strength of the peg's the issue. Hold it a bit longer. Okay. and fairly solid. I am still going to peg it. That's my own. A whole lot better. I'm going to let that one just settle for a bit. Now, something I need to think on with these. And what I'm umming and ahhing here. Okay, I'll actually show you the assembly instructions. Now, look. Okay, so all of this, hang on, I'll get you slightly higher position actually. Where I'm looking from might be handy. There we go. So there we go. Right, so you can see we've got the big bits here. Then goes on as we go across to, actually wait, yeah. Here we go. So for you, we've got these two little discs. I know where they are and what they look like, and they go into there. Now here comes the conundrum kits. Because that means, okay, that goes right at the front here. That's fine. But here comes the kicker. As we go along to our, here we go. These have to go into there. So right. Not that bad. I think what I will do to check this for that little roughly. Okay. That's not hard at all. Big trick. What I was thinking was that the disc would get in the way. And the disc sits there. What do you think? Shakalaka, bamboo. Just that easy. It's let's just put those little discs in. Corner is still a bit deep. Give that a bit longer. Back to that. But now, anyway, getting to our interesting bit. Bring me out a bit. Give me a moment to locate the relevant part. Shouldn't be too different. Hopefully. Boom, there. And straight in here. These are part of the gun bay position. Now, let's have a look at these, shall we? Give me a bit of a trim. Will they fit? Pop them in. Then do the deckling. Yes, we will. Yes. Um, here we have. Look exactly where. Okay, let's have a look. Let's have a look. It's in the boo. For a moment there, I thought my phone. This right. Visas would probably be advantageous now, wouldn't they, people? Rocket science, big boy. Where have I put them? They are. Here they are. Isn't it? Little loose literature. All of these. I'll probably fix that up. These. Yeah. May have the benefit of definitely not affecting the paintwork. I think that's a bad habit. That'll. Now it's in position, but it's also on a different piece of crap. What I think our best call is, we're going to leave them there. We are going to really establish that on the over those, haven't I? That's okay. Pretty easy. there as well. Then apply the glue to the actual certainly of course it needs to be just want to see exactly pretty solid. All right, let's do this. So first up, take a bit of drying time. So on the side, there's a few little points on the length like that I can do as well. And I will do in due course. I just want to get the wings up and going first. I say on the length, I mean. Alright, now this shouldn't take too long. Too long though. There we go. Now, next. It'll dry nice, of course. All right. Now, next on our agenda is deckling. Deckling. That's Spitfire deckle. Need preferred deckling tweezers. Cotton wool buds, probably. Scalpel. Scalpel. There we go. Boom. Done. That look. Now, I was looking for scalpels, wasn't I? I think I might get reasons why this will be advantageous. Be a Airfix deckle. I want that. Oh, some of the details here, they've got numbers and stuff, makes it a bit hard to peg exactly. But Spitfire Mark 1 might have almost identical deckling at some point, and it'll help me identify some spots far more. Their map is bigger. That's a win. And I'll get that. I'll get a bowl of warm water. We'll get started. Bearing in mind that we are doing preliminary. Arr, there she blows. Har, har. Our Spitfire 9C. Boom. Yes. All right, I shall be back directly. No, I was getting warm water, buddy. Ah, how you doing? Deckling. I want to get this undercarriage completed. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I've had a few dramas with the. I'll show you one thing I got done today. I think it looks kind of cool. It's part of the wheel bay. Good things. Yeah, that's part of the wheel bay of the Lank, and I'm pretty happy with how that's looking actually. I think with everything else, it'll look pretty cool. Now, let's get this deckling. So, according to our map, the first thing I'm thinking is they're decal 12, and it's a bit get you on the visuals there. So, but I've left them over there. Deary, deary me. Oh, I tell you, mate, I've gotten the Airfix decal sheet actually because theirs is far easier to read, and the difference between a Spitfire Mark 1 decals and Mark 9 are probably not, well, certainly when it comes to those two particular decals that I'm point them out to you. So, these ones here, now on the well, his email, because it's all a bit cramped, yeah, hard to determine. But what I'm going to do is, in fact, that this one tells me this goes on. So there, bam. Other one. Ah, okay, I found our spot. Yes, fantastic. What I can line it up on to show you is see little rudders. They would appear to line up on there. The front right down. This doing that. Start getting onto the other one. Now, 12 of those ones. Those ones. Fortunately, question. Yeah. Let's walk after. Okay. So, that way. There's a little different words that makes a difference. Now, scalpel time. Don't good the amount to grab on there. Huh? Don't be. Yeah. Probably this one. How are your dogs? Good? How's the new one? Right. Ah. We've got it stretched out properly. Better. There we go. One. Next. Jesus. Dropping the scalpel straight between the legs could get very uncomfortable, shall we say. Fortunately, it didn't. I'm very attached to my tailor over the years. I would not be happy about that. Tricky. Jesus. Correct. Whoa. Oh my God. Well, that is true. What I think you might find is that it's a reading test for wannabe black operators. Unless you can read that, you're clearly not up to the task. So, that'd be my guess. How do my grandfather on my father part of an anti-aircraft operating? Yeah. All the other ones really quite nice. Pretty thick. Because that's fine. Best case. Ah, oh, I'm going to get an air. I will have an Airfix conveniently around. I can tell you that. Right. It'll probably have gone from the outs. I think it's pretty much a go-to first up, isn't it? I think it's, I mean, me it certainly was, because my family, told you, lived just outside of London. So, got to build one. Spitfire. Very annoyed about that decal. Like I said, I'm pretty sure I can get it very easily. Could even put these up and grab pretty much to my right. You haven't? Well, there we have it. I stand corrected. Haha! How you doing? Yeah. Um, Certainly for me, it was the first port of call, as I said. Family living out of London. We all go on. But everybody's back, mind you. I would say from a Harrier. Yeah, right. I'm taking a pun. I'd say Yankees. First one was a US aircraft. Yeah, I'm not liking the handling. It's so good. Nah, that's it. Airfix, come to my rescue. Got a whole stack of them in. Patience gone. Aha. Tickle stash. Pay dirt. These are my British ones. These are my British ones. Come to Papa. We'll soon sort this shit out. Give me crappy tackles. By golly, by gosh. Yeah. Let's have a look. No. That's a type. Somewhere we'll have what? Right, hang on. That'll surely protect it. I'm just dropping them everywhere, not helping my cause. Wait. Well, I've got some bad news for you, min pins. I'll be building a few more, mostly because they're one of my aces is Helio here. Bags. Do I need to go raid the cupboard? Answer possibly. They're all Germans, aren't they? That way. A whole stack of leftover decals. Definitely German. Right. Ah. All right. Well, I'll track down those tech decks in due course. Yeah. In the meantime, where to put the bird? Might as well get the others on. I'll track down those other Airfix tech decks. Of course. All right. Next. I really didn't like those decks. The rest of them have been so good. I don't get it. Mine's not the reason why. There's a lot of very interesting. It depends on your approach. I mean, there's lots of very interesting planes out there. The they're really straight. The which particular area of um, aircraft interested you? Was it jets? Was it? Everybody has their wording. Mine is World War II aircraft, pilots and bombers for various reasons. That's my thing. A float plane. Yeah, right. Do you have any specific preferences as to types or just general? After all, there's a lot to be looked at. I'm actually going to this reckon. Boom. Hearing. These done. So I'll track down the Airfix tech attacks and put them on. Just those are the ones there after Blum Voss, they do some pretty freaky aircraft in general. They certainly had some interesting designs. Most of my builds are very mainstream ones, and like I said, that's because I build. Yeah, of course, they tend to buy really mainstream standard aircraft. I am, however, very keen on doing a couple of ships, getting a bit more armor going. Yeah. It was Blumenvoss who did that sort of lopsided flying wing thing, wasn't it? Amongst other innovative designs. I tell you something that's an interesting design to check out. I do actually have the kit, so I can show you. I would warn you, it's a Rodin, and they can be a bit hit and miss in their quality. However, an Albatross float plane. Be warned, you're probably going to be in for a fair bit of sanding and puttying, but you're prepared to put yourself through that. Hang on a moment. I'll show you the kit that I've got and get onto in due course, but there are many other things to do. Got quite a stash, as we all do, I'm sure. The thing. Oh, almost nailed the first shot. Almost. Mm. Now, the kit. Give me a moment, mate. I will be back. First, let me see if I can spot it. Tell you that much free of charge. We can. I have to get out of the seat to spot it. Give that most. Oh. There it is. There it is. Here we go. Boom. I have to move the camera out a bit for you. So yeah, it's a Rodin kit, as I said, and in my experience, you may find that you're going to be needing to do a fair bit of sanding, puttying, but here you go. One of the first float planes, if not the first. Yeah, I thought you might, as you mentioned, the Blom and Voss. I thought you might find this interesting. It's got a little blurb down here. The most famous German naval pilot, Oberleutnant Friedrich Christensen, tested the prototype delivered to the Naval Air Station in October 1916. 21 kills. Yeah, right. Just after the outbreak of World War II, he was the military governor of the Netherlands. Under the... Okay. He was later imprisoned for war crimes, though. Later release. But yeah, boom. Here's the paint job. Yeah. So that might be something you might want to track down. And maybe even do a bit of research and see what other ones there are of that sort of a subject matter. Because, well, there's probably plenty of others. Well, not plenty. Certainly there have to be some. So you might be able to get, I mean, I know that certainly when it comes to World War I aircraft, look, Roden have, I don't know if they've improved. The ones kits I've worked on, difficult, had challenges, such as life. Hang on a moment. Just spotted something. That what it is. I think I'm on a winner. You know, I dropped all those decals. May prove be to my advantage. Okay. Finding. Oh yeah, baby. And maybe not pretty bloody sick. Desperate no sick dabber here. I'll straight down and fix it. Use bits of haven't used decals from, and that will fix my problem. Up we get. Now, next on the those ones I reckon came from a Hobby Boss Easy build that might have been start of the yeah, they are the same, they're meant to be the same decals, but they're a bit too big. There's our issue. Yeah, as I was saying. Next on our agenda, those two tail ones in position. 23 and 24. $31. Ah, okay, right. I see what's 23 is in fact, it looks like it'd be one deck. Two. Yeah. Alright. Yeah. Bigger print. Ah. Two of the same going into position. So, that way. So, right. Now that we've got all that sorted, now I need to go in about 3/4 of an hour. Much done as we can. There we go. Now, right, bam. This, black. Okay. To one of them. Too obvious. There we go. Okay. Those two. Very cool. Double time. Ding, 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 ding. Okay, my next, I've already made the executive decision that my next aircraft's going to be a Hawker Tempest. I try and put the guns from Typhoon. Anyway, I don't think I do need it. There's a wing over there. Oh, yeah. Ah, thank you. I will, thanks, Yankee. You have a good night too, buddy. Thanks for the chat. Yeah. I've had a couple of hassles with the decals, man. So I'm gonna somewhere in my dash of kits I would have spare decals. to compensate for the ones that. How you doing? All right? Yeah. Please. Yeah. Me, I use my main streaming software is OBS software. However, I also go via a thing called Restream. Restream is what enables me to go out. I actually go out to 5 platforms in a stream. If I could just go via Twitch, or if I were to go live on Facebook or whatever, you can only really do sort of one at a time. Restream gives you the option on depending on what package you go for. Doing multiple platforms, what I do, because I think that's probably to my advantage. And so in that regard, I guess it's a combination of the two. You're going to get Restream. It is worth investing in. Costs you $260 Australian. Getting one that enables you to do 5 platforms. If you're going to do it, let me know, because I can get paid for it. I'll refer you. Plus, I'll get paid for referral. Ah. But no, seriously, Restream's not bad. I've had, well, it's what I use anyway. And does what it's required. Gets you out to the multiple platforms. The package I've got, which cost me $260 a year, gets me 5 platforms. Fair few, really. So I go. That's why I hit Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram at one time. And that's a fair bit going on at one time. Catch you later. Just answer to my housemate there. And okay, in that case, all you need is OBS. The process is pretty simple. Your easiest option, and this is how I did it, was to simply go on YouTube. Download your OBS software, go on YouTube. There's a few different clips showing you how to set it up. It's all pretty cruisy. Now, oops, the daisy. Things I would recommend to you. Identify what you want to use as your camera. Now, I use my phone. And to be perfectly honest, it works a treat. It's nice and easy. It's pretty straightforward. I'll link it to my computer remotely, so I don't have to worry about wires, using a program called DroidCam. Oh yeah, good. And yep, why wouldn't you, man? Fair enough. So yeah, now that's how I link up my camera. I use my phone and I link it via DroidCam to the computer, and that's my camera. And in many ways, I think I do actually have a camera. Purchase a cheap one. Unless you got something really good to actually utilize, man. The modern telephone, pretty sound option. Min pins will doubtless be cringing at that suggestion. is a photographer, but for a lot of stuff, the average person, he'll do fine. There you go. So you got that base well covered. The other thing you need to consider is your microphone. Something that was explained to me by a few people from a few different sources is the important. I used to have a microphone that was done via a headset, and it plugged into the phone, and that's how I did it. But the sound was shit. It is worth getting a decent microphone. It doesn't have to cost you a lot. I'll tell you that, free of charge. The one I've got is a $50 remote one. Boom, piece of piss. Works a treat. See you later. But you want to make sure your sound is decent. Okay, yep. Do check out your sound quality first. It is important on 2 counts. 3 counts. 1, pretty obviously, if you sound shit, well, you sound shit. Nobody wants to hear that, man. 2, you've got the thing of, I have reason to believe that a lot of people watching a stream have you in the background. So if your sound's shit and they just want to have you in the background, well, it's kind of killing the buzz, man. So make sure that's all kosher. Do check it, even if you think it's fine. Check it. And the other one is just clarity of conveying what you want to say. It's all been broken up by you don't need them apples. In that case, you should be fine. Okay, well, there you go. I've now given you the sermon according to Rob. That's what you need to. That's pretty much all you need to know, man. Seriously. I would suggest that if you're going to do streaming, it is worth promoting yourself on other platforms. The reason I say that is because more places you're in around the traps, more people know you. Boom. Yeah. So yeah, there you go. Hopefully that was helpful. Right. Let me do it that way. Change the plans again. Well, there you go. So that's a good start. That's always going to help your cause. Hopefully the rest of these are fairly straightforward. This all one. The other one. 30. doesn't go. Well, 28 goes there, doesn't it? That out the way. That should be there. Oh, hey, Sniper, how you doing? Yeah. Doing. Yeah. Actually, still working on the ah. Um, Interesting thing about flying upside down in the Spitfire, apparently, um, certainly in the Mark Ones, that was a thing they actually did have to do, because where the VF-109 was fuel injected, therefore could do steep dives. For a Spitfire to follow was largely impossible because of the piston-driven mechanism. So they would indeed have to go like that, or they'd actually literally run out of petrol because of the steep climb. And that was until a woman whose first name was Tilda. Either way, she invented a mechanism to fix restricts that in this tight dive so that plane, so that the Spitfire could then do that. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, I don't know the exact technical details, but yeah, something like that happened. Um, and yeah, got to be thinking, well, that would be less than ideal when you're Messerschmitt's just going, see you later. Not what you want, is it? The fact that apparently, yeah, the standard maneuver was to then go that way. You got to be going, cojones, good sirs, you have plenty of them. Um, that's a ballsy piece of flying, to say the least. Excuse me a moment, guys. It was based at decades. Doing some of them. Ones I'm looking for. Right, here we go. Some of them at least. Goes there. C27. All his bloody car. There we go. Scalpel time. Okay. Theory, mate. Yeah. So, uh-huh. Bloody trees. Not helping because they're the trees as I prefer to for this purpose. Yeah. Tweezers. I'll take it from Oz. Grabbing it theoretically. You're ready to rock and or roll. Yeah. Joy. Now, number 30. Now, being here. Alright, then we rest. Album. Okay. Yeah. So, boom. Bam. Then, oh wow, guys, it's almost weathering time. Ding, ding, ding. Oh, that was cooperative. Right. Which pilot? Um, Look, by sheer record, you'd have to be going Eric Hartman, wouldn't you? 352 says it all. That's all I'm saying. 352. He's not my favourite. My favourite is Adolf Galland, because of the tale of him basically when Goering's, when the Luftwaffe had been getting their ass handed to them during the Battle of Britain. Goering's been tearing the strip off the various commanders. He's asking, surely there's something I could do to help. You know, rah, rah, rah. Apparently Galland's turned to him perfectly straight faced, said, yeah, give me a squadron of Spitfires. Yeah, anyone who's prepared to do that's clearly got some major cojones on their side. Of the British and American ones, that's a tricky one. My favourite are all the German ones because of their high scores. It's hard not to respect Prada, man who flew without legs. 221 apparently. Or indeed US. Of the famous US ones, I think just because of the aircraft as much as anything else. Although he does have a very unfortunate name, Dick Wong. Yeah, he's got the record. He's got Flies the Lightning. Hello, winning there straight away. Lightnings are a beautiful aircraft. I'm a fan. Yes, some of the ones I want. Ones up. That'll lay out two little lines. There are a few birds apparently. Going in, eh? Do it. But they're going to be, as always, mind. Apple. P-51s are a very nice aircraft. I am a fan. This is my favourite aircraft is the BF-109. They give me a warm fuzzy glow, they do. Although I gotta say, looking at that, yeah, Spitfire's a very pretty aircraft as well, you know. Gonna be, but hey, all is well. Visa time. Oh yeah. Look, there's a lot of very pretty aircraft. it's a curious thing. It'd be interesting to see, sort of like if you put it to a vote sort of a thing, as to what would be deemed, given that everybody looks at different things in an aircraft, the best looking aircraft in the era. Yeah, I guess you'd even have to go categories as far as what makes a single-engine aircraft make people go, ooh and ah, very different to what makes a people go ooh and ah at a bomber. Um, oh, nice. Yeah, right. Probably to be possible. Okay. Yeah. Boom. Done. Saved. Turboprop. So just I'll drop the other. Possibly. Oh, right. So, oh, wait. Maybe. Rubbing. Up at the other part. Ayo. Then we're done as my guess. Um, they're very thin. Oh, boy. Great save that nav. What's the other deck that goes over that? So what we bought and very irritating. 9, 20 past 11. Ah, well, the P51 certainly improved with the arrival of the Merlin engine, wasn't it? I've got to track down some Airfix decals to go for those that I've got in my cupboard somewhere. So I'll come back to that. I've got a fair bit of that done. It's starting to come together. Bit grumpy about losing that corresponding decal there. I'll find that amongst my other stash. Now, as it's heading towards Yeah, the addition of a Merlin engine did wonderful things for the P51, to my understanding. Yeah, look, Merlins are a... Yeah, right. Merlins are a beautiful sound. Now, before I go, let's have a look at having some wing issues. You can see that there. I'm going to have to give that a bit more of a... We'll eventually go together with a bit more work. Let's see how these are coming. Getting better. Still got to get that a bit more there. I'm probably going to have to use a bit of putty, maybe. So you can see it build up. Starting to get a bit grumpy making. But we will get that fixed up so as I can get these on. But I am kind of happy with how that's looking in there. What a call is get these on, and then our wheelbase can. Yeah, look, you glue in a little putty. It won't. It's not irredeemable. It's just I'd have liked it to have gone thick. You know what I'm saying? Nah, but that hasn't happened. Now, okay, I'm winding up for the time being, guys. I've got to go and attend to a couple of things for my mum. She's in hospital. I'm sure we know the drill. Now, what I might do, give me a... I'll see if there's anyone around we can go and do a raid on. I followed the village. Okay, well, he's playing game. Oh, they're both playing games, not actually building. Oh well, pity. You shall indeed see me next time. Thank you, Minpins. I'll be back tomorrow. Yeah, today being Wednesday, I will be back tomorrow. I will attempt to fix those blank wings overnight. I'll get a couple of other things underway, and we shall take it from there. Or also track down the Airfix decals. I need to tidy up the spit. You'll look sexy. Ich habe gesprochen. Yeah. All right, time for me to do my usual closing spiel. For any first-time viewers who are out there, be it now or after the fact, time for you to hit the button, kids. Follow, like, subscribe. And if you want to track me down on other platforms, I am Rob the Builder on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and Discord. Yes, Facebook, Twitter, and Discord. Boom. And Robster the Builder on Instagram and Twitch. Follow, like, or subscribe. All of it's good, kids. Now, on that note, I will wind things up, and I'll catch you tomorrow, hopefully. Same kit time, same kit channel. And I'll catch you then, kids.